like I said, this is Miss Trapp, and you'll be team teaching together. So on her roll are the kids that are first and second grade.
Okay.
So, but again, you're going to see all of them, and they're grouped by their ability.
Okay.
So, any questions?
How many paraprofessionals does she have?
She has 2.
Okay.
So,
And
and
how
then
many
you
more?
have 2 as
I'll
well.
have 2, okay.
Yes.
All
So
right.
there is a lot of eyes on everyone.
Good, good.
So. And
Are they returning paraprofessionals, or are there being?
Yes, they are. And Miss Trapp, you have how many students? Is it about 12?
I have 12, 13.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Miss Metcalf will have about 10, I think. We're not for sure.
You will?
Me. And
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'll be in this room right over here.
And then Miss Hamilton has, I think, 8.
Okay.
So it's going to be coming, 8 or 9.
All right. Oh, you're going to be Jordan? So Jordan only has like 4 kids.
Okay. 4.
There'll be more, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Y'all
they're-
are like really reporting right now.
All right. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So here is our gym. And there's bathrooms here. Hi, guys. How are you? Good. The lights are off, but of course, you'll see it's just a big gym. But,
Yeah.
and again, all your kids will come to, as long as it's in their IEP, they come to, they'll come with a class.
Okay.
And if they need a paraprofessional, they'll come as well.
Does it come with a general ed student?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They're always with their general, and there's only one class at a time for 25 minutes. And Miss Williams is there, and she has a paraprofessional as well.
Is it PE every day, or PE
every day.
music alternate?
Nope, every day, both of them.
Okay.
You walk in there. We'll kind of we'll walk around. Okay, so this area right here is the first grade.
Okay. General ed.
General education. And right now it's being used for bilingual summer school.
Okay.
There's just some information about Purdy. There is 4 first grade general ed teachers. And on average, their class size is about 16 to 17.
Okay.
So, this is again part of the new building, so they have actually come in the nicer classrooms. They have
Okay.
bathrooms in their classroom.
Wow.
And they're able to, be right here so they can collaborate and they're all together. So, and for the coming year, we're going to have 1 new teacher here. So.
Okay. Do you have a lot of turnover?
We
Teachers and
really
staff here?
No, like I said, most of our staff, the majority of our staff has been here 11 to 20 years.
Wow.
So 9 of our teachers have been here that long. And this year we had 4.
I like all the visuals that are on.
Yeah, so we put all those so they're able to see it, and especially that's really helpful with our special education children. These rules are rules that go across, so they know when they start in kindergarten, they know that these are the common rules. So in first grade they know it, in second grade they know it. So, and then we can tell them their voice levels.
Good.
All right, this is the teacher workroom. And this is important to know. This is the copier that you can use.
Okay.
And also, this is the alarm code for your building. So if you already need to come up here at night or anything like that, or after hours, since your classroom is in this building, this is where the alarm code is.
Okay.
And I gave you the code already, so all you do is just come in and type it in.
Okay.
And that's all you do.
Okay.
So there's a bathroom here, refrigerator for you to keep your lunch, anything in. This is also your teacher mailbox. These are important. This is where we'll give you all your information.
Okay.
So if the office needs to give any information, or if you get any information from like the diagnostician or anything, especially inter-school mail, it'll all be here.
Right.
So, any questions so far?
None so far? Oh, I saw there's a clock for clocking in. Do we clock in?
No,
there?
you do not clock in.
Okay.
That is for paraprofessionals.
Okay.
They're hourly, so they will clock in, but no, you do not have to. Okay, so I'm gonna come out here. So of course, this is the older part of the building. You can see that. So again, everything is all secure, locked in. Now I'll tell you down here. We'll look at this when we get down to this area. We're gonna start at this building.
Okay.
This building right here is second grade.
Okay.
And then this first building is kindergarten.
Okay.
And it does have 3 of our special education classrooms.
Okay.
So we saw emotionally disturbed in the building, the portable building, and then 3 classrooms here.
Okay.
And then 3 more here. And let's stop right here and look. So you can see kind of how we have this separate drive for the special education kids.
Yes.
So they're able to come through their own entrance, and then this gate is open prior to school being open.
Okay.
And that's only for the special
So like
kids.
the medically fragile,
Yes.
UCD kids go through that door and the rest of them come through there.
Yes. And this gate does lock. There is a keypad to it to go in and out before school starts and after school starts. But during the school hours, you can't come in and out of it.
Now, the emotionally disturbed students, where do they go in the morning? Because I know the room is so far in the back.
They just come through the regular, not the regular. They go through the special ed. Yes, but there's paraprofessionals, and if their teachers aren't here, or either their teachers are out here and the paras are in the classroom, that they gather in one area and wait till all go to breakfast together.
Okay.
So this is Miss Tobin's classroom, and she has, and you can see, not in here, but she has the lower, the younger,
Okay.
autistic children. Most of them are nonverbal. You can see, look how it's very calming. Again, it's very different right now because it's summer school, but it's just calming. They do have a bathroom as well. She has about 8 kids. Most of them only stay half a day because they're 3 and 4,
Yeah.
and so they're only staying half a day. And we kind of have them staggered too. Some of them come from 7:40 to 11:30, and some come from 11:30 to 3:05.
Okay.
So it's just kind of staggered. So she has several. Again, she has 3 paraprofessionals because she has several that require. They're not technically one-on-one, but they do require one-on-one.
Okay.
So. Yeah. There's also a teacher bathroom right there, if you ever need it.
Okay.
I'm going to stop right here. We're going to go look at the other 2 classrooms, but this, let me open this up. This is neat for the general education, and you're always welcome to this as well if you need it. But this is our book room. And this has all types, this is mostly going to be for the general
Okay.
education population, but this has all types of guided readers. Sometimes the guided reading sets that you have in your class, they don't have enough for the whole class, so you can come in here and get
Okay.
more. And then all of the balanced literacy supplies are over here. And then there's also supplies, if you ever need like sentence strips, glue, things like that.
Okay.
Also, you can get more supplies, and that would, if you needed something specific, you
Okay.
just go through the office.
Okay.
But this are books, rows and rows and rows of books.
Wow.
So, and we actually this summer, because the only bathroom that's in the classroom on this hallway is in Miss Tobin's room.
Right.
So this summer we're actually putting in another bathroom in here with a changing table for some of the other children on
Okay.
this hallway. Because we have some kids coming in that require that assistance.
There's clothes in there, I see.
Oh yes, right now there's clothes in there, and that is again, like I said, we have 92% economically disadvantaged, so we have a lot of kids that come to school that are in the same clothes.
Okay.
So we have, I mean, you can look at all of the clothes that we have in there.
Wow. Great uniform.
Yeah. So if we have a kid that needs something, or if they have an accident or anything like that, we have the ability to.
Good.
We keep that very well stocked.
Good.
There's also jackets. They come in the winter and need them. So.
Good.
This also is, you are more than welcome to these as well. These are all read alouds that you can take
Okay.
and read.
Okay.
So if you're looking for a certain book that you're trying to do a unit on, or if
Okay.
you want to, you just can come and you don't even have to check them out. So
Okay, good.
there's a lot of things in there.
Good.
Any questions so far? No. I'm going to turn these lights off. And we're going to lock this. I'll come back and look at it in a minute. Okay, and then this is Miss Nichols' classroom, and Miss Nichols has approximately 12 high-functioning autistic students.
Okay.
Most of hers have some type of mainstream out
Okay.
in the general education population. They are working on grade level.
Okay.
Like I said, again, high-functioning autistic, and Miss Nickel has, she's a teacher, and she has 2 paraprofessionals as well.
Okay, good.
So. Okay. And then this is Miss Morris's classroom. And she has a mix of, most of them are on the spectrum, but they exhibit a little bit more behaviors. Some of them are nonverbal, but actually Miss Morris came from a pre-K background, so she's been fabulous with them.
great.
But again, you can see the low lights. She has a loft in here as well. They're using this as summer school, so she's got things locked up. But she has approximately 6 kids, and she has 2 paraprofessionals as well. So, and again, you know, with this population, there's kids coming and going so many, because when they turn 3, they can start services, or people transfer in, or they do evaluations, and you have to put them into places. So.
Right.
These classrooms are the kindergarten classrooms. Again, we have 4 kindergarten teachers,
Okay.
And they actually have, their numbers were a little bit higher this last year. They were approximately 18 and 19.
Okay.
So,
And all down here too.
yeah.
Okay.
And I want to show you one other thing that would be great for you.
Oh.
This is our sensory lab. I think it's locked, but you can sign up for, you'll be able to sign up for certain times that you want to come use it. Or also, if you have a student that may be having a hard day, they can come here and chill out. So, and our special education staff do this kind of, it usually has more stuff, like a trampoline, but there's a swing, and it's just a place for them to calm down and
Okay.
decompress if they need to. So,
I see lots of signs.
yeah, there's spinning disc, punching bag. I think some of this is being utilized for summer school.
Okay.
So, all right. Any questions so far?
No.
So see, like they have Mr. Wade, the emotionally starved teacher. He has Monday through Friday every day from 2:15
Okay.
to 2:45. So that's something you'll sign up for. But again, if you need it for any other reason, it's always available. And that's strictly for special education. So again, for kindergarten, and this is where they're doing bilingual summer school
Okay.
right now. So, all the classrooms have these outside. You don't put backpacks in the classroom, so they all have their backpacks outside.
Good.
And that goes for special education as well.
Okay. Oh, there's your hashtag Hardy has a heart.
Yeah, Hardy has heart. That's our hashtag. So we use that on all of our social media, anything like that. So, you know, that's just what we want to relay to the community.
Great.
Oh, also, I'm going to show you something really cool too. Lufkin ISD has a really interesting thing they do. They have an education foundation, and you can, teachers can apply for grants to get things for the classroom or technology or anything right now. It's kind of filled with weeds, but one of the grants they did a garden, so the kids are able to do gardens and see the process for that. So that was one thing they did with the grant. We have several grants that we put in for this coming year for special education, one being Proloclo, and that's a program on the iPad that they're going to hopefully be able to, hopefully we get that program. So
Great.
it's facilitate communication with special ed kids.
Great. How is it funded, the foundation?
Well, people donate money. We also, as a teacher, you'll be able to, at the beginning of the year, you get to pay for $60, and it's divided up over your paycheck. Then you get to wear a t-shirt on Monday. It's an education foundation.
Okay.
So that's, and everybody wants to do that, so you can wear a t-shirt and jeans.
So it's funded primarily by the staff?
Yeah. So with that being said, we'll talk more about dress code, but
Okay.
Monday, if you do that, you can wear a t-shirt and jeans, and then on Fridays is a school spirit shirt, either
Okay.
Purdy or Lufkin Panther. But then of course, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is professional dress, slacks, you know, a shirt, no low cut, that kind of thing.
Right.
Okay, so this is our second grade hall.
First, kindergarten, now second grade.
This is another teacher's lounge. Are we okay to come down here? Okay.
Be careful, I do my stuff out.
Okay. And that's our head custodian right there, so if you ever need anything.
Nice.
This is the teacher lounge. Most of the teachers eat in here.
Okay.
But you're welcome to eat in your classroom or eat in the other lounge. There's also a refrigerator and 2 bathrooms.
That's right.
So, and there's boys and girls bathrooms here. Okay. So, I want to go in here. This is what we call the data den. Now, you're not going to have any, as a special education teacher, you're not going to be involved in these data planning sessions, but I want you to be aware of what it is.
Okay.
And again, it looks kind of different because it's summer, so just step over. But every classroom, every general education classroom has their own area.
Okay.
And this is just a visual so that we put data in so they can see. Second grade has iStation and star reading and star math. Again, all this information is confidential. You can't see names, but each teacher has their own emoji, and they, of course, their goal is to get out of the red with their iStation scores, so they can see. They have monthly planning sessions we call flex days, and that's where each teacher or each grade level comes together and they're able to plan and look at data for at least 2 hours on that day. They also do 1 day a week after school. They do an after school planning session.
Okay.
Now on the data days when we do the flex days, it's usually myself or Miss Riggs in there, and of course Miss Grubb, the instructional coach, so it's facilitating those things. But again, we like to see the visuals, so it just really helps to plan and drive that instruction. So around the data.
And the stuff you said to general ed students.
Yes,
Tracking your
yes.
general.
Now, if you know, of course, if some of yours most likely won't, but you know, like Miss Nichols, some of the higher functioning autistic students, if it's in their IEP that they do district-wide assessments, they will be
They'll be
included in
in
this.
here. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Good morning.
No work is that.